MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball brings us to the great state of Florida and Marlins Park in Miami. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Miami Marlins. Major League Baseball on the show starts now. Jose Arena will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
You know, Matt, it's awfully tough getting a lot of no decisions as a starting pitcher, but he was able to pick up his first win of the year in his last start. Hopefully his mojo starts turning around.
Stepping in, John Jay, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Arizona, right fielder, John Jay.
Now here it comes. First of 4 here on this Monday night as the first pitch of the game is over for strike 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, I know they've caught a little bit of a losing streak right now, but they got good veteran presence, great veteran presence in that clubhouse. And I bet you someone steps up today and says, this stops. We get it done today, boys.
With that, the batting order for the visiting Arizona Diamondbacks. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, you've really got to be able to appreciate the incredible talent of Paul Goldschmidt. He's slugging over .550 on the season. A lot of home runs, a lot of doubles. That's elite power. That's elite slugger territory. Not a lot of guys in the game get to that territory, even some of the really good ones.
Now at the plate, David Peralta head-to-head with Jose Arena. He's 2 for 4. First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. This year against right-handed pitching, Peralta has a .280 batting average. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Arena has become known as a starting pitcher that frequently works deep into games. The kind of guy you want on the staff when your team needs some rest because he tends to eat up innings all by himself. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there, a big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
So digging in now, Paul Goldschmidt. He enters play at number 6 in National League batting average. First offering on its way. A changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
Hey, when one of your better pitches is the straight changeup, you can't be afraid to throw it at any count and at any time. And hey, first pitch, if they're going to take it for strike 1, they're going to give it to you. Go ahead and throw it.
And a check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
Oh, forget about this one. Baba Booey. And it's gone. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. Number 17 for him on the season, and the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
I can tell you one thing. You might get away with throwing a ball in that location in the minor leagues, but when you get one up like that in the zone right over the plate against these guys, you're going to get exactly what he got, a really bad result.
Coming to the plate now, A.J. Pollock, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fastball down near the shoe tops. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
Hey, after giving up that extra base hit right there, I love the fact that he came back with much better location, much better execution. That might have woke him up.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
Even count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1 for the D-backs on the home run by Paul Goldschmidt. Home half of the first coming up from Miami. It's now 1-0 Arizona. Edwin Jackson is on the mound for the Diamondbacks. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, every once in a while you're going to have a clunker, and this guy had one in his last one. Gave up 10 hits in his last start. That's not an easy thing to do, and he certainly hoped to turn things around in this one.
Here's Cameron Maben now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the Marlins, right fielder, Cameron Maben.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tough slider down low for a strike. Well, guys, you take a look at this Diamondback squad as they begin play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. The relay throw, and Maben will make it around to third base. He's got a triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know it, one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 287 the average coming in. 4 home runs, and he's driven in 24. The 1-0. Fouled off. Maben at third with nobody out. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike.
Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
The 2-1 is a fastball that misses. And he's able to lay off there for ball 4. And that'll put runners at the corners now with still nobody out.
You know, it takes a lot of discipline to watch a pitch like that go by, but on a 3-1 count, he had the luxury of being a little bit more selective up there. Good take, and a walk is the result.
Ready now for the Marlins, Justin Bour, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher. These last couple of pitches, it's certainly gotten away from him.
The 1-0 home. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. This is line to left, and that's going to get down out there. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Man, he might have slept on the wrong side of the bed or something last night. He's given up a double and a triple in the first inning, and he looks shaky at best.
Here's Starlin Castro as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. His career line against Jackson comes in with 6 hits in 19 tries. He's also driven in 5 runs. And that misses 1-1. The 1-2. Hit down the line at first. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line. A fair ball. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's now 3-1.
Hey, one of the things you want to do, Dero, is strike early, and they've done just that with a big hit driving in, too.
Yeah, Dan, great to grab an early lead right there, especially when you could throw up a crooked number for your pitcher.
Standing in, JT Realmuto. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Here's a slider to start things out, looked at for ball one.
To me, it looks like he just doesn't trust himself out there on the mound. It's like he's fighting his body on every pitch, and as a result, we're seeing a lot of balls from him early on in this game.
Count now a ball and a strike. 3 runs already home here. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. The 1-1. Takes a pitch for strike number 2. Swing and a looper to left. Here comes Peralta. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. Dero, what's your take as they look to end their losing streak?
This is not even a stat you probably would have even looked at 10 years ago. The fact that this team's last in walks in today's game bodes a lot of trouble. They will swing at the rosin bag. Do not expect this pitcher to come over the heart of the plate in any meaningful position, because he knows he's going to get a lot of swing and miss.
Up next from Miami, Derek Dietrich, as you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. Line towards center field. Pollard is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Martin Prado now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. His career line against Jackson comes in with 6 hits in 19 tries. Castro is off at first with 2 away. The next 1-2 pitch. Popped high in the air. Goldschmidt over to his right. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a man left. Second inning coming up here in South Florida. It's the Marlins 3 and the D-backs 1. Eduardo Escobar standing in. He brings an average in the 260s into this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Slider taken here. 1 ball, 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. The 2-2 one more time. Is in there, a called strike 3.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. Hey, let's focus on Cameron Maybin in the outfield. One of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport. He's able to cover a ton of ground, gap to gap. I almost feel like he's playing left center to right center. He's not playing center field. He's got it all covered, bailing the other guys out, and not shabby with the offensive tool either.
Striding into the box, Daniel Descalso. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. Here comes the first pitch. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A fastball down near the shoe tops. 1 out, nobody on. Descalso behind 1 and 2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
The 1-2 is in off the plate.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
The 2-2 hit out towards second, scooped up on the backhand, and the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. And he'll take a look at ball 1. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. 1-0 home. Is a slider taken for a ball. Favorable call in there for a strike. A 2-ball, 2-strike count to the Diamondbacks catcher. The slider freezes him at the plate. A called third strike, and the inning comes to a close. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. Score holds. It's 3-1. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Driven nicely into the gap. He takes the turn and heads for second. And the Marlins have something cooking. It's a leadoff double.
Well, every pitcher gets to start the inning with a fresh slate, and he's out trying to put that last inning behind him. But he's got to be shaking his head right here. A leadoff double on the first pitch, and he's back in trouble again. Things just not going his way right now.
Coming to the plate now, the pitcher for the Marlins, Jose Arena. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And they'll try to get the man to third as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Okay, here's how the Snakes are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at A.J. Pollock. This guy is dynamic from both sides of the baseball. Steals bags, hits for power, but his signature is on defense. His ability to run balls down in the gap and play an unbelievable center field.
Digging in to try it again, Cameron Maben. He provided some excitement for the home crowd right out of the gate as he tripled to start out the home first. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal, so there'll be runners at the corners with one gone.
The batter, the shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Striding in, Miguel Rojas, and they're runners at the corners now. Here comes the first pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Runners are at the corners with one man out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk. Coming right after him here.
Here it comes, 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses, 1-2. Line to the right side. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third. And this will get in there too late. He's in there at third.
Now batting, third baseman, Justin Bohr.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Justin Bohr. And he's got runners at the corners here with only one gone. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A breaking ball taken at the knees for strike one. Behind 0-2 now. Here's the 0-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
Starlin Castro stands in as he looks at ball one here. The 1-0. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike one. The 1-1 home. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Hit on the ground out to short. And a good effort on the dive that time, but this will get by him for a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead, make it 5-1.
Boy, talking about picking your teammate up after that strikeout, Hero. Big, and I mean big, 2-out RBI single.
Yeah, way to come through for your team. When you take the donut off your bat right there, you're trying to pick up your teammate. He had the right game plan, didn't come outside it, stayed through the baseball, and was able to come through.
And it's the outside corner. It's strike one. Looking to minimize the damage here. And he misses with it, 1-1. Rojas over at second. Castro on at first with 2 down. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. We've played 2 full. The Marlins lead this one 5-1. And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
The windup and the 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Looks like he was trying to bust him inside, and he might have held on to it just a little bit too long. Just like that, the leadoff man is aboard.
Into the box, Edwin Jackson. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. And an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, right fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, John Jay. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Right over the middle, knee high. And a neck-high fastball that time. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
All right, let's take a step back right here. He's down 1-2. 3 fastballs in a row. There is no way he's throwing him a fourth.
Runner at second here with 1 man out. This is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Boy, there's nothing like seeing a good power pitcher that has a good fastball. And what does he do? He just throws this good fastball right by, brings the express. No chance to put that ball in play.
In now, David Peralta, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. On the run is Brinson. And that's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Diamondbacks. They're down here 5-1. Now in the box, Derek Dietrich. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too. There's no way around it. This has been a rough start on the mound, so it'll be interesting to see how long that man is going to let him go. Maybe he settles in and can give you another inning or so, but I wouldn't bet on it at this point.
Count even now at 1-1. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. Again, a 1-2. Fouled away.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Just flat out froze him there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Standing in now, Martin Prado, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now that ball's hit well deep down the left field line, headed toward the foul pole, and he just couldn't keep that ball fair as it winds up a long foul ball. That's a little low. It's 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Changeup misses, and it's full 3-2.
These last two guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
Holds off on the slider, and that's a good idea as it's ball 4.
Well, when you go with the slider there in a full count, you're hoping that the hitter is thinking fastball and swings through it. Didn't work out that way, though. He lays off and gets the free pass.
Stepping into the box, Lewis Brinson. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Popped him up. Marte into shallow center. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jose Urena.
Next to hit will be the pitcher, Jose Urena. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, Matty, he's very late on that first pitch. I got to think he was guessing off speed.
The 0-1 on its way. Behind 0-2 now. Prado, the runner at first with 2 gone. A ball and 2 strikes to the Marlins pitcher.
Okay, so now is where I think you pull the string. Throw the El Cambio up there. Hasn't seen it yet, and I think he's set up for it right here.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3. 1 left for Miami. They're up 5-1. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian. It'll be Paul Goldschmidt that leads things off. First pitch coming. Here it is. A high fastball is in there. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Line drive to left. Dietrich is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Center fielder, number 11, A.J. Pollock.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, A.J. Pollock. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
You can tell this offense is getting frustrated, but this might be one you have to shower off. When a guy's locating like this, fastball at the knees and to both corners, it's going to be tough for them to do anything with it.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Dietrich is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
Third baseman, number 7, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. First time up, he went down looking. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Escobar brings a batting average just a little over the 250 mark. The windup and the 0-1. Drilled on the ground to short. Rojas is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. They're down 5-1. Here's Cameron Maben now. He was given a free pass via the intentional walk last time.
Cameron Maben.
First delivery to him on the way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
1-1 to the Marlins leadoff hitter. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Hit hard on the ground to second. Descalzo takes it in, and he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Miguel Rojas.
Ready once again, Miguel Rojas. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sliders in for a strike.
It might be time for this guy to start mixing his pitches up a little bit better. He's pitching poorly, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage at over 70%. This team batting has a pretty good idea what his game plan is.
Popped him up. No problem over there for Goldschmidt, and there are two gone now.
Now batting, first baseman, Justin Bour.
So striding forward now, Justin Bour. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. (5-1) our score as we play the fourth here. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Nothing happened in that half inning against Edwin Jackson. Now the bats need to come alive. It's 5-1. Leading off the inning, Daniel Descalzo, and they'll need him to get something going here.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
In there for strike 1, 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Now the 1-1 pitch is taken for strike 2. High and deep to straightaway right. Ranging back is Maben to the track, to the wall. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Third home run for him on the year, and it's now a 5-2 game.
After this pitcher sat down 6 of his teammates in a row, he was looking to break through against him with anything. Well, a home run will definitely suffice. Great job of breaking the string and getting his team going right there.
Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. A ball and no strikes. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he Comes back with one in there for a high strike. Base is empty here with nobody out. Now a swing, and he pops him up right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate, and he will make the catch here right in front of the screen, and that's your first out.
The batter, number 4, Marte.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Ketel Marte. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. First offering on its way. And that one just missed outside. Looking at his career totals, Marte is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. There's a strike. Marte, a 6'1" left-handed hitter, but throws right-handed. Certainly a versatile middle infielder, playing shortstop today despite being a second baseman naturally.
Yeah, Matty, normally the transition from second base to shortstop goes the other way around, but this guy has such a strong arm. I don't see it being any problem for him. Put his foot in the ground, backhand something in that 5-6 hole, and throw a strike to first base.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
That strikeout was all about setting the hitter up with hard stuff. You can see the first 3 pitches are coming in fast, and then he slows it down on the 4th pitch, knowing the hitter is sort of conditioned for the hard stuff. Yet another way to upset a hitter's timing.
Into the box now, Edwin Jackson. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He did his job and laid down the successful sac bunt in his first appearance. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Popped high in the air. Realmuto is there, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Diamondbacks draw a bit closer thanks to this home run. Middle of the night here in Miami. It's the Marlins 5 and the Diamondbacks 2. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Starlin Castro. He singled his last time up.
Second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner.
Well, he's still out there to start the 5th inning, but it's been a real grind of a start for him. The pitch count is much higher than he'd like it to be, so it's hard to imagine him working really deep into this game.
And this is fouled at the plate.
Might have been cheating for another fastball, trying to get the head to that one early. Pitcher pulled the string with a nasty breaking ball and had him a little bit out in front.
Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th, with a punch out, 1 away.
That swing tells me he was really trying to get a pitch out front and rip it down the line, but that wasn't a great pitch to do it on. It's really not the best 2-strike approach either.
Into the box, JT Realmuto, as he rips it on the ground to second, and that is through into right field for a single.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. The pitcher can't be too mad.
In now, Derek Dietrich, as he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here's the 0-1. Looking at strike 2, a fastball that catches the inside corner. Realmuto, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall.
I mean, that had to feel amazing right there. I know it's only a single, but when you're walking to the plate and you're not even hitting your weight, to see that batting average go up had to put a smile on your face.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. TJ McFarland takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are 2 on with only 1 away. Martin Prado now, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ready on 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Tapper up the line. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. Misses, ball 2.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare. A guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Marlins lead 1, and it remains 5-2. In now is John Jay. He'll start things out in the 6th for a lineup that really hasn't found its groove in this one.
Yeah, only 2 hits so far, Matt, and not very many hard hit balls either. We'll see if they can start making some adjustments.
Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Digging in now, David Peralta. He struck out and flied out. 0 for 2 so far. The pitch. Missed with a slider. 1 out, nobody on. A count of 1 ball, 1 strike to David Peralta. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
That's 3 straight sliders in a row. I'd be shocked. I would be shocked if he went to that well a 4th time. I'd be looking heated.
And 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the 2nd out.
Not an easy thing to do to stop one from going in the gap, but a nice sliding catch right there. He sure made that look easy.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now the 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Two runs on 2 hits. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And there's a base hit on the line. So instead of leading off the next inning, A.J. Pollock bats here after the 2-out success. So a solid single to left, and that gives him a multi-hit game here tonight. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, A.J. Pollock. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Nowhere close with the fastball to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Now the 1-0 misses, ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Two-0 count. The pitch up and in. Big danger now. It's 3-0.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
And this pitch misses for ball 4. So that's going to move a runner into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
In now, Eduardo Escobar. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a ball 1-0. Two balls and no strikes.
What a great opportunity to come through right here. 2-0 count, runners on base. Find something middle of the plate and let it rip.
Goldschmidt on second. Hallo at first. 2 out in the inning. And that's over. 2-1.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. Daniel Descalso would be next. Three balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar. 5-2 is our score here in inning number 6. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while, hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Well, now the Miami manager's up out of the dugout and on his way out to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, he stands to perhaps be the winning pitcher here, unless, of course, all 3 runners come around to score, in which case he'd get a no decision. Jumbo Diaz answers the call to pitch here in a big spot. He inherits a bases-loaded jam, but needs just 1 out to get out of it. Daniel Descalso will be the first one to greet him, and he'll bat in a big spot here. Bases loaded and 2 out in the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Bases are loaded here. 2 down. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
That's a real good job of going back-to-back fastballs right there. Most of the time, a hitter will see a fastball in the inside half of the plate, and they'll just think, well, this pitcher's going to go back on the outside. But when you double up like he did right there, it sends a message to the hitter that you're not afraid to throw in that inner half of the plate.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Line toward right center. Maben is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Diamondbacks leave them loaded, and the deficit remains 5-2. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson. He's tasked with starting the Marlins 6th. First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
That is such a tough pitch to lay off right there, but you have to find a way. There's nothing you're going to do with that low sinker except foul it into your shin or hit a ground ball to the left side.
Nope. Too high. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
The 1-2. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. A little low. It's 2-2. Bounce towards the second baseman. Descalso charging in on it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Up next for the Marlins, Edgar Jumbo Diaz.
Garrett Cooper will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Cooper.
First pitch here is a sinker that runs a bit too wide. It's ball 1. The average coming in 257. 1 home run, 10 RBIs. Hey. 1-1 now the count to the Marlins first baseman. Five runs, 8 hits, and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Hits this one hard the other way. And there's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 1, Cameron Maven.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Cameron Maven. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Well, those were a couple of close pitches right there in the inner part of the zone. Hitters will tell you, pitches in that location are tough to do anything with.
To 2-2 now.
You got to throw that one out the window if you're an offensive player right there. You know this guy is predominantly a sinker ball pitcher. High fastball, he's got to show me that a few more times for me to honor it.
And that is in there for a 2-out base knock.
Hey, with 2 strikes right there, he didn't try and do too much. He took what the pitcher gave him, got the front foot down, and was able to fist feed a soft liner over the infielder's head for a knock.
Stepping in now, Miguel Rojas, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Here's the 0-1. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Maven leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. Hit out towards second. Backhanded. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1 left for Miami. They're still out in front, 5-2. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th inning with the Marlins on top, and it's a good time to check out our game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Sean Burnett is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
17, Sean Burnett.
Now batting, Alex Avila. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Pitch on its way to Avila. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. The 1-0 is in there for strike one.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
Yeah, Matty, you see the same pitch 3 times in a row and you find yourself down 1-2 in the count. Your head starts to get on a swivel here. Is he coming back with it 4 times, or do I have to sit on something else?
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one. Ready with the 0-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Hit on the ground out to short. Rojas has it. And that's the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, T.J. McFarland.
Nick Ahmed will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 13, Nick Ahmed.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swinging a soft liner. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
In now is John Jay, and with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here changes this game quite a bit, but if they can't score here, it looks pretty bleak for them heading into the last couple of innings.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a high fastball for a strike. Comes set with the 0-1. 5-2 our score as we play inning number 7. Hit to short. Reined in. He'll send it on to Castro at second, and the inning is over. One left for Arizona. They trail 5-2. Silvino Bracho will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 61, Silvino Bracho.
Stepping in, Justin Bohr.
Leading out for the Marlins, first baseman, Justin Bohr.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Peralta's under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, second baseman, Starlin Castro.
Here's Starlin Castro. He's looking for hit number 3 here in this at-bat. First offering on its way. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Well, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his 3rd single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Into the box now, JT Realmuto, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Realmuto behind with an 0-2 count now.
Hey, back when I first broke into the big leagues, a lot of the pitchers wanted to work east to west. Now, with such an uptick in velocity, these guys are working north-south. That's just a great elevated fastball with serious velocity on it.
So it was a swinging strike 3. JT Realmuto becomes out number 2 this inning.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Into the box, Derek Dietrich, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Castro is off at first with 2 away. Popped him up. Escobar shading to his right, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Marlins leave 1, and it remains 5-2. Kyle Bearclaw has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 46, Kyle Bearclaw.
Digging in, David Peralta. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
David Peralta.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
Objective number 1 right here is finding a way to get on base. So I'm not surprised to see him taking on the first pitch there.
Setting him up inside as he swings and misses for strike 2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll get there as the Diamondbacks get a man into scoring position on the leadoff double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Ready with the 1-0. And there's one he'd like to have over again. Missed high with the slider.
I don't mind him trying to pitch him backwards right there with those 2 early count sliders. But now he finds himself in a situation where he's going to have to come fastball.
Now the 2-0 is looked at for the first strike.
Hey, you get 2-0, your eyes light up. But you're sitting in one spot. And he obviously didn't get it right there. But he still finds himself in a 2-1 count, ready to do some damage.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was intentional or not, but I do know when a guy at the plate is a stud like that and first base is open, there's absolutely zero reason to put the ball in the strike zone. I think he was trying to work around him, and it just got away.
Standing in now, A.J. Pollock, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. No hits to this point. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Bearclaw, or Bear for short. He was selected in the 7th round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
The 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Maben has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Eduardo Escobar standing in. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. First pitch on its way. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
This is a critical point right here. Things are in danger of getting away from him a little, so we'll see how he deals with it.
Pulled toward right center field. Maben is there. He makes the catch, and tagging is the runner from second. The relay, and he'll go ahead and take third on the fly ball to right, so he's 90 feet away now with 2 men gone.
Daniel Descalso.
Stepping up to the plate, Daniel Descalso in a big at-bat in this one. 2 on, 2 away here in the 8th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike.
What a well-executed pitch right there. Just a little bit off the corner right there. Got a great hitter to go a little bit outside his zone.
And a fastball runs in a bit too close for comfort that time. The 1-1 home. And it's fouled away. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. We're in the 8th inning now of a 5-2 ball game. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
All right, 3-2 count with 2 outs. The runner on first will be moving, so we'll see what happens. There are a lot of possible outcomes with this kind of play.
And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks strand a pair, and the deficit remains 5-2. Martin Prado now 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
Third baseman, Martin Prado.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled off. Oh, he's got him in the palm of his hand now. It's 0-2.
Hey, that's a really good pitch right there, and that's one of those off-balance swings. As a pitcher, you want to look in and say, howdy, if you're waving at me. A real ugly swing, and it gives you a lot of confidence when you make a guy look that bad. So hopefully he has another pitch left in his repertoire to bury this guy and get him out of there.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Martin Prado becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that'll bring in the multi-dimensional Lewis Brinson, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's Descalzo at second. Fielded cleanly, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
The pitcher, Charles Fairclough.
Brian Anderson will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. And he gets ahead 0-1. The average for him at 267 on the year. 3 homers, 13 RBIs. The 0-1 on its way. Behind 0-2 now. 2 out, nobody on. Hit on the ground toward the left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Miami down in order. They're still out in front, 5-2. Always a party in Miami Beach, not too far from us here at Marlins Park, set to begin the 9th inning in this one. Nick Whitgren takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Here's the catcher, Alex Avila. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
They look like they're up against it here, down 3 on the road, trying to come back against the closer.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1.
You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
And a fastball just a bit up.
The last thing you want to do when you've got a 3-run lead in the 9th is give the other guys any sense of hope. It's a good time to challenge here on 2-0, especially since there's a good chance he's taking until he gets a strike.
2-1 now. Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And that's a home run into the top tank. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 10 for him on the year, and it's a 5-3 game now. So that was the third home run for these guys today.
D-Row, some days the fellas walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, well, there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Ball one to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here, nobody out. Up top, it's 2-0. The Diamondbacks find themselves losing in the late innings. What are your thoughts on this one, guys?
Yeah, Matty V, this is one of those that you kind of scratch your head and you go, wow, you hit the ball all the ballpark, but still not enough offense. It just goes to show you this sport is still, D-Row, all about pitching.
It is. It begins and ends on that bump right there. And there's just so many facets to the game. Defense, base running. It's just not the team that hits the most home runs is going to win the ball game.
3 balls, 1 strike to Ketel Marte.
Hey, that 3-0 pitch might have been important for him right there. Regroup, get his mechanics back under him, and drive something down through the strike zone. Wouldn't throw the exact same pitch right here. Might want to cheat towards one of the corners.
Skied down the left field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Fouled away. Making him sweat out there. The 7th pitch coming up. This is pulled into right, and that's in for a base hit. Make it a 1 for 3 games so far.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
Gerard Dyson come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. And looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Comes in with an average of 265. No home runs as of yet, and 8 runs batted in. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Hit on the ground is short. He's got it. Here's Castro for 1. And that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play.
Coming on as a pinch hitter is a tough spot to be in, but that's the last thing you want to do when your skipper calls on you. Not going to be happy about that.
Stepping in now, John Jay. as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Weak chopper up the line. That winds up foul. Not the largest crowd ever, but they're on their feet. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Great job right there to hold up. Game could have been over. Gives himself another chance.
2 out, nobody on. Arizona down to its last strike. Softly hit out to short. And he'll put this one away, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
And this evening's contest comes to a close, 5-3 the final. The Marlins posted a 3-run first to propel them to the win. Jose Arena takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Nick Whitgren wraps it up for the save, his 15th of the campaign. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From our partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Miami Marlins, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors, left 8 men on base. For the Diamondbacks, 3 runs on 7 hits, no errors, they left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 58 minutes. A reminder that Marlins shuttle buses are available outside Marlins Park with service to the Culmer Metro Rail Station.
Hello there, baseball fans. Let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. Starting out in the NL West, the Miami Marlins put together 10 total hits as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-3. Dinelson Lamet earned the win, his 4th this season, as the Padres took care of the Rangers 4-2. The Cubs got 12 hits in this one as they pushed past the Dodgers at Chavez Ravine 10-5. The Atlanta Braves pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 4-0. The Pittsburgh Pirates picked up 14 hits in total as they manhandled the Mets 7-1. The Philadelphia Phillies got 11 hits overall as they defeated the visiting Yankees 6-5. The win was their 7th in a row. The Indians swatted 4 home runs in this one as they beat the Cardinals on the road 7-5. The Nationals relief pitcher, number 44, earned the 3rd W of his season, helping Washington get by the Rays 5-3. The Mariners knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the O's in Baltimore 4-3. The Tigers racked up 11 hits as a team as they grabbed the win against the visiting Athletics 8-7. The Blue Jays snapped their 5-game losing streak as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 5-3. As always, thanks for tuning in. That's all we've got this morning. Enjoy the games later today, and we'll see you tomorrow.